Normally, you don't get to see me setting up for a reaction, but I had to show this because you get to see my reaction to the title of this episode. Of course, the Batman Season 5 premiere. Enjoy. The Joining, Part 2. Yes! 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 Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Oh my god. I cannot wait to jump into this episode of The Batman because, holy crap, the title. The Batman Superman Story Part 1, the Season 5 premiere. Oh my god. I cannot believe this is happening. It also makes a little bit of sense, obviously, because of the ending of Season 4, because after the joining was defeated and everything, Martian Manhunter shows up in the Batcave and says, well, we were hoping you would join us, because Batman thought that, you know, John Martian Manhunter was asking to join the Bat family. No! Holy shit. He takes him to the Watchtower. Here's Green Arrow, Green Lantern, The Flash, and Hawkman, and we want you to join us, and he already knew about it. He's like, I was waiting for you to tell me, man. I was waiting, and all the bat symbols are everywhere. He already knew. He was just waiting to find out more information, or to finally be told about it. You put together a league. Let's get to work. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have loved this show so much, and you guys were commenting saying Season 5 takes into a whole different direction because of the introduction of the Justice League. And now I understand why you guys are saying I cannot wait for you to see the Season 5 premiere. Now, it's a Part 1, Part 2 situation. I'm probably not going to watch Part 2 right after seeing Part 1. I have to get to work. But I'm excited to jump into this, and I plan on jumping to Part 2 as soon as I possibly can, due to my schedule and everything. But trust me, it will happen. You know, I will not wait too long, but I cannot wait to dive into it. So here we go. The Season 5 premiere, the final time I'm going to be able to say the Batman, a new season premiere, where there's no Season 6, unfortunately. Let's dive into it now. The Batman Season 5, Episode 1, The Batman Superman Story, Part 1. Let's go.
1 year ago, we faced an alien invasion that almost spelled
A year ago?
the human race.
Okay.
Of all the cities that were attacked, the good people of Metropolis, our sister city, have raised funds to help us.
Well, that's good.
And at any moment,
Oh!
Well, we have our own hero. The Bat, he's okay if you like the circus.
He's okay.
Superman's the real deal.
The show's already started. Sorry.
The moment
Dude,
you've
this
been
is
waiting
crazy.
for has...
Dude. I cannot believe I'm actually seeing Superman in this world, in this show.
It is my great privilege to present this check to the good people of Gotham City.
That's George Newbern! That's George Newbern! Who's that?
Metallo.
Oh, shit! I should have guessed that. I should have guessed that.
That's right, Perry. Metallo's back. Stay on the line.
That's right, Perry. It's not looking good. Ooh.
What say we take this somewhere more private?
Oh, shit. He's still trying to get back up. As Superman would.
Me, I love kryptonite.
Cannot believe this. This is so crazy. Here comes Robin. Yep. Ooh. Oh shit! Gotta run him over. Shit. Exactly. He's not done. Gets of all of them. Exactly. Get back here. That shot, though. Ooh, the tides have turned. Oh my god. That was amazing.
You're not very trusting.
Mm-hmm.
Not when it comes to that, Mr. Wayne.
Whoa, nice ride.
Yeah. Lex.
He's stopped by a clown in a bat suit.
Voice.
What happened to my kryptonite? There's no one left to challenge the Kryptonian anymore. No allies of any sort.
My god, this is amazing.
I can't believe you peeked under your mask.
Yeah.
It's so not cool.
It's Superman's way of saying he knows how to find me if he wants to.
What?
Having fun?
Is it Alfred? Oh, it's Lucius. Hey.
Oh, blast. What's up?
I need this gift wrapped in lead.
What you looking at?
Because he's testing it out.
Usually they indicate jet craft,
What?
but in Metropolis, almost all of them come from Superman. That's not the only place he frequents.
He found where he lives. Oh my god.
And they call me a split personality.
Yep.
It's sealed in lead. You can take a peek if you want, but I wouldn't advise opening it. The Justice League's about to have its first official meeting. I heard the Martian invited you. But you
Yeah.
declined.
I prefer to work alone.
So did I.
He's actually going up there. Oh, he's throwing it into the sun. Okay.
What are you doing here so late?
I could ask you the same thing. Pretty young lady alone in the building?
What's going on? Oh, shit. What the fuck is Clayface? Oh, that's creepy. What the fuck is he doing here?
Greetings from Gotham, Ms. Lane. You can call me Black Mask.
What is happening? He's having too much fun. Oh, shit. Lois. Yep.
90 seconds. Not bad.
They're
I don't
prepared.
think that's going to do you much good.
That energy blast mimics radiation from a red sun.
Bane too? My god! Jesus. It's not every day you see Superman fighting Batman villains. Oh. How many fucking villains are gonna be in this?
No.
He's breaking out.
All right. Round 2.
Exactly. Ooh! Watch your back. Damn. Took Robin. Come on. Ooh! He just backhanded it.
Not so fast. Huh?
Yeah.
Ew.
So why the sudden interest in Superman, Black Mask?
It was Lex.
Getting tired.
It was Lex.
He's working with Luthor.
I think I should pay Luthor a visit.
Maybe we both should.
Oh, he's out.
I take it Ms. Lane is alive and well.
Yes.
You've gone too far this time, Lex.
What?
Plant spores. The mind-controlling variety.
Mind
Of course, they
control?
would never work on you. You're invulnerable to spores unless they were laced with kryptonite dust. Of course, I couldn't let her have all the fun. I wanted to control you myself.
Dude.
Look at me when I talk to you. He said, bow, you alien swine!
Of course. Oh my god. This freaking episode was insane with the amount of characters, especially, of course, Superman being officially introduced into this world. But we had so many other characters in this episode I wasn't expecting to see. So I actually have the voice cast pulled up here because we're going to go down the line first before we dive into my thoughts on the episode, because holy shit, you guys probably know how I feel. Holy shit. But we're going to go through every single character that appeared in this episode because so many appeared. Of course, we have Batman, Robin, Superman, George Newbern, amazing, and Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor is fantastic. Dana Delaney, hopefully I'm not butchering that. Lois Lane. I wasn't expecting Lois Lane, but Lois Lane appeared. Lucius Fox, Clayface and Metallo, Black Mask, Mercy, Jimmy Olsen. We also had Mr. Freeze and I almost said Clayface again, and Bane, right? Yeah, so we had a ton of characters that popped up in this episode. Holy crap. A lot of characters. So, first things first, I love the fact they got George Newbern and Clancy Brown, of course, George back as Superman and Clancy as Lex. I love the fact that they got them to voice their characters in this iteration. They could have easily got other voice cast, but holy crap, they went to the ones that we hear when a lot of us growing up watching the Justice League animated show, Superman the Animated Series, even though that was a different voice actor for Superman, the fact that they got these voices that we know from Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, and they brought them into this universe is amazing. It's amazing. And Poison Ivy as well in the episode too. Wow. Okay, so I love Superman, the reveal of him floating down and everything, and then Metallo is there, and so we have a fight with Metallo versus Superman and Robin and Batman. And then something that did similar in the New 52 first film for DC, which was Justice League War, Superman peeked under Batman's cowl and knew it was Bruce Wayne. Same thing happened here. And I get the whole point of Superman doing that because he's not really trustworthy, and they haven't really said how long he's been active in this world, so he's probably like, it's hard to trust anybody. I mean, literally, within this episode, he was there to help, bring a huge check to Gotham City to help rebuild and everything. He gets sacked by Metallo. And then, a little bit later, Clayface mimics him to steal Lois, to capture her. So, I get it, But then Batman does what I think is so freaking amazing, what Bruce does. So, Superman peeks, mentions he knows you're Bruce Wayne, and then and Robin's like, I can't believe he did that. He's like, he did that because he basically is telling me he knows where to find me if he wants to. So, what does Batman do? He goes to a new location within Wayne Industries or whatever. Lucius is working on a bunch of high tech, I don't know about weapons, but high tech bat suits or whatever, these armored suits. If there's another alien invasion, something else happens, got to be prepared. And that's where, of course, Robin sees the rocket launcher and his jetpack or whatever he was using in this episode, which was funny. Because, of course, he's going to play with it. But Batman goes to the computer and checks and tracks, certain frequencies in regards to, usually it's, tracked for, jets or whatever, or planes or something. And he was like, but if you look, a lot of these lines and these tracking of these propulsions or whatever that he was tracking, they're coming from two locations, Daily Planet and some apartment complex. And he figures it out. He figures it out who it is, and then he one-ups him and shows up at his apartment to kind of show, hey, I got tricks too, right? So that was an interesting little moment. And the fact is, too, the Justice League, I'm guessing it's going to be the end of part 2, the next episode. The Justice League is going to be having their first official meeting, which is interesting. And Superman was invited, and he says, I prefer to work alone. And then because Batman is the same way. And then he said, well, I understand, because I was there at a point too, but then you start to think, you never know when you're going to need a friend, because let's be honest, if Martian Manhunter was not there to help Batman during the invasion, I don't know if the world would have won. I don't know if Bruce would have been able to pull it off by himself. Of course, he had Batgirl, he had Robin, but let's be honest, Martian Manhunter was doing a lot of the heavy lifting in regards to taking out these gigantic robots like nothing. So he needed a friend at that moment. He needed somebody he could work with in terms of strength and knowing the enemy, the joining, because he knew of the joining. So, in a sense, Superman, you kind of need to look into that too. Here's where the episode turned and got really interesting. So Lex, of course, was behind Metallo. Of course, Lex is behind all that. Lex goes to the Gotham division of LexCorp because he goes there to get a bunch of Gotham Batman villains to take Lois and to basically prepare for Superman to show up. Because what they did in this episode that I thought was interesting, and I really didn't think about it too much until I started getting ready for this review, is that they not only showed the weakness that we all kind of see within stories of Superman, kryptonite, which of course was used twice. We had the kryptonite crystal that was on Metallo, right? But we also had the kryptonite dust or whatever laced within that pollen toxin or whatever that Poison Ivy that has used previously for mind control, but it was laced with kryptonite dust so that it really would affect Superman's, system, it would actually affect him, because without the kryptonite dust, like the pheromones or whatever, the toxin, it would not make him succumb to being mind controlled, essentially. So interesting, they used kryptonite twice in a sense, but the second time with the whole pollen and everything and the dusting, that was interesting. The other thing I wasn't expecting is that Black Mask shot Superman with a weapon that mimics a red sun, which means that it actually lowered down his abilities for a bit. Ultimately, he still, was able to come back and everything, the sun and everything, but still, it was a moment of to where they actually showed another weakness that actually made it to where, for a little bit, it seems like, oh, the villains are actually going to win here. Clayface mimics Superman. Clark takes Lois. Creepy moment. Black Mask is there in the vehicle when she gets put into the vehicle. And then when they are actually there in the, of course, some random warehouse, of course, Black Mask has the red sun mimic, like, gun. Had a bunch of his, like, guys there, including number one or whatever that guy's name was, the guy below Black Mask in that big episode we had introducing him. We had that guy there. He didn't do anything, though. We had Bane, Clayface, and then Mr. Freeze is in the mix. And I'm like, okay, who's going to show up now? Who's going to show up now? Like, how many fucking villains are we going to have in this moment here? But we had a lot of them. And, of course, they were fighting. Batman and Robin show up and everything, and the tides turned. And Lois was saved and all that. And, yeah, it was a crazy sequence to see, because I'm like, how many villains did Lex Luthor bring forth to try to stop Superman? And he's just sitting there waiting, because I think he knew, because even though he was really mad during the Metallo failure, I think he knew the Batman villains were going to fail. I think he knew they were going to fail. So he was sitting there just like, all right, waiting for him to show up. And then when he does, he's waiting, because he knows Superman's not going to, like, punch him or kill him or whatever. He knows he can just talk his way and then get to the point of, like, well, I know this ain't gonna mess with you unless there's kryptonite dust in it. here's the mind control, and then of course his eyes are green at the end, so he's controlled now. Of course, it's the end of part one. Of course it is. It was so good. I had such a great time with this episode. I just can't believe that we have the Justice League within this universe. We have Superman, we have Jimmy and Lois and everything, and Lex. So many cool things. And of course, Metallo too. So, like, we're expanding the world here. There were some people commenting saying that season 5 is where the show goes into a different direction in regards to it expands upon what was kind of traditional part of the show. And of course, there's a lot of changes, a lot of new things here. And I will have to say that I get the criticism to an extent, but also to, at a certain point, I'm not saying the show has to do that, to do this, but at some point the world will eventually expand to where we actually, there are other heroes out there, right? Not necessarily saying that the show has to change to accommodate that, but the fact is that there are other heroes out there, and, they found a way with the joining and everything, and this is why these heroes, because, like, they literally used the joining invasion at the end of season 4 to show Martian Manhunter to find other heroes, to find other people. And because it seems Superman was probably kind of active around the time the Batman show was happening, in terms of before the joining invasion occurred. Probably same thing for the Flash. Green Lantern was probably out there, or he's patrolling this section of the galaxy or whatever. And then Hawkman and Green Arrow. So it's interesting. It's interesting that they found a story purpose to bring them forth, and now Superman's in the mix because he has been active, but he didn't accept the invite to join the Justice League. But I think that will change. But this was really interesting. I cannot wait for part 2, because how they established everything and how they kind of brought forth a lot of cool new things into the mix of the Batman universe. And yeah, I can't get enough of this. It's unfortunate that this is the last season, but at least we have more episodes to enjoy, and I really enjoyed this one. So I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. What was your favorite moment, a part of the episode? What was your favorite introduction? Whether it's, I'm guessing it's going to be Superman out of everything, but let me know in the comments below what you thought about everything, and I cannot wait to see part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.